from Shiketsu High School. Let's begin. And just like that, our exam was about to start. We changed into our hero gear and assembled, anxious to hear the details of the first part of the trial.
So, anyway, here are the basic rules. Listen well. The examinee will put 3 of these targets on his or her body. They can go anywhere you want as long as it's an exposed area. That's only fair. The targets are programmed to light up whenever they've been touched by the balls we're handing out to you. If all 3 of your targets are activated, that means you're out. You get to the next round by taking down 2 people, but only the first 100 students to fulfill the requirements move on. That's the basic gist of it. Got it? Good. Without further ado, let's begin the first part of the licensing exam. 4, 3, 2, 1, start!
An earthquake! No, someone's quirk must have caused the ground to break apart. This is bad. I've got to find everyone, or at least some of my classmates, fast. If I'm alone, I'm done for. The other schools have had so much more time to work together and train. They're versed in battle. I don't know why, but I'm actually getting pretty excited about this.
Tag, you're it. Not smart. Staring off into space. But what's really weird is that you're in trouble and still smiling.
What? This girl came out of nowhere!
Ready?
That hat.
Lead it,
From
lead it.
Shiketsu.
You're still calm and composed. So cool.
I'm okay.
Fantastic. All I have to do is tap you with the ball and that makes 2.
I'm supposed to talk. I've got to make sure I don't get taken out. I have the
With plenty of time to spare.
啊，เข้ามาเข้ามาเข้าเข้าเข้านี่ไง
The worst for real.
All right. I'm starting to get it. Amazing. What? She disappeared again?
I tracked you down because there's a good possibility that UA students will be ganged up on. I wanted the chance to talk. UA is such a prestigious school, and I've taken an interest in you.
That was close.
Oh, you think my quirk lets me disappear? That's not it. I was just hiding. It's just a technique. One that lets me become invisible to any of my opponents.
Wait, you learned a technique that impressive at Shiketsu?
You got it. I hold my breath, clear my mind, and disappear. It's simple. The hardest part is not thinking, to be honest. The trick is to not view your training as some kind of chore.
Almost got me. I'm trapped. I couldn't find my classmates. And now I'm the target. The worst case scenario I thought of earlier is now a reality.
Are you okay? Over here, hurry!
That voice! It's Uraraka! Whoa! Let's begin! We got split up because of someone's quirk, and then we were surrounded by other examinees. Suddenly, Uraraka called out to save me. But then, out of nowhere, the ground under her collapsed. And we were in big trouble again.
The ground's so shaky. I'm gonna fall!
Back at camp, I chose to fight and save someone, but at the cost of my arms. If I had only been faster, I would have been able to get Koda to Mr. Aizawa sooner. And then I could have gone after the villains myself. And if Kachan was never taken, then All Might would never have had to fight against All for One at the warehouse. To help others, you have to be able to take care of yourself. Until my body is able to catch up to my quirk, I won't use One for All at 100%. Instead, I'll rely on support items to compensate for my weaknesses.
Thanks. Sorry, I really messed up back there, huh?
No, that's not true. You were outnumbered. But be honest. You're someone from Shiketsu, aren't you? Uraraka can now ignore her quirk's side effects for a short period of time and use it to make herself float without getting sick. But you haven't tried to use that power at all, even though you were in danger. And even more suspicious, you exposed yourself to the enemy without a plan. That's not like the Uraraka I know.
If you saved me even though you knew I was a fake, does that mean you were trying to use me somehow? Cute. Please tell me more about yourself. Everything.
She scratched me? What's the matter with this girl?
Deku, are you okay?
Around! Ready? Clash!
Here's my I wanna get better! Now it's time for a super battle! Hey! Super!
โอ้โหนี่นี่นี่นี่นี่
Impossible! I can't still do it! This should be enough.
เข้าไป
Why me? Time to prep! Even if it's... I can't take it anymore.
มา
Win!
That was very instructive.
You story!
Those reflexes! Ochako Uraraka. He really trusts you a lot, you know. I wanted to talk to him more, but not with so many people around. Bummer.
We can't chase her. It might have just been her quirk, but it looked like she wasn't wearing her targets. We don't have much time left, and it would be hard to get a point off of her.
Sure.
Uraraka! There you are! What's with this disgusting dude? Let's begin!
I wasn't exactly sure I made the right move running off with Bakugo and Kirishima. Before long, we ran into Shiketsu. This rude guy had a gross quirk, and somehow, he turned Kirishima into a literal meatball.
This is a demonstration. Proof of the difference in level between our classes. We value obligation and dignity. Things that appear to be sorely lacking among you. You shut your face! Obligation? Dignity? You just like to hear yourself talk. Show us with your actions, not your cheap words! If you can.
He's hard to follow. Makes me feel kind of dumb.
He said his beady eyes are full of tears so he can't see how strong his opponents are. My eyes are trying handsome, thank you! You,
จบแล้วล่ะอีก
I
น้อง
have respect for your school. I take pride in the fact that our institutions are treated as equals. Your classes are not worthy of my respect. Especially you, Bakugo! I hate your type. You're dead! I screwed up. Test you. You're not getting away. Die already. I'm not changing my plan.
เอาไปกินซะนี่
I must. You will be defeated. I will not be defeated.
Shut up!
กระดอกหน้า
Let's do this.
นี่ไง
Regrets.
ลงมาก็เสร็จไปสิครับ
Come on! Let me enjoy this a bit! Amazing! New story! Huh. This has nothing to do with what school we go to. Fact is, I'm just stronger than you. Don't forget it.
Beast. I see what I must do. The only way to teach each of you a lesson is by breaking you. Then you'll know what it means to be dignified and behave like a hero!
What's with this guy? Fighting right now is pointless. Let's just get this over with.
Projectiles? What a nuisance. I'll make you something more appealing.
Don't ignore me!
I wasn't.
No way! What? Let's
Ah.
begin!
คำนี้ต่อ
This test has an unusually low passing rate. At first this seemed counterintuitive. With All Might retired, wouldn't it make more sense to flood the streets with heroes? But then I realized, this test weeds out the riffraff. I agree with that way of thinking, so I decided to thin the herd myself.
You're ignoring the test because you think you're superior? Are you insane? Also, you've been doing nothing but hurling insults at us this entire time. That's super hurtful.
I assume this means you recognize the truth in my words. Take this time to reflect on your failure.
I was talking about my classmates.
Final round! Ready? Clash!
มาครับข้อสายฟ้า
Victory is the
เฮ้ย
strength. My senses.
Dangerous.
Triple!
นี่หน่อย
Electrical! Okay. Strike back! My senses. Flying thing!
นี่ไง
Electric shock!
นี่
Triple!
I screwed up.
Bullseye!
นี่
Strike back! From above!
You will be defeated. I will not be defeated.
โอ้
Time to spare.
I'm damn tough! Go!
จะไปไหน
With me.
Win! Yeah! That was my electricity! Amazing!
Bakugo might seem like a total jerk on the surface, but he's trying hard to be a pro hero. And Kirishima is such a good dude that he rushed an enemy for his friends, even though it was a stupid thing to do.
I'll teach you to be more aware of your place, you degenerates!
You only know bits and pieces of info about these guys. Don't insult them when you don't know them!
What took you so long?
That was weird. Thanks, man. The more damage he takes, the more people get released. No wonder he relied on long-distance attacks.
Let's begin!
As the representative for Class 1A, it was my duty to search for my peers. But when I met up with Ayama, we found ourselves surrounded by other examinees. Then for some reason, Ayama fired his laser beam toward the sky. As the head of our class, it's my responsibility to lead the others. I want to serve UA and all of its students to the best of my abilities. That's what my brother would do. It's through my actions that I'll realize my ultimate dream. But seriously, Ayama, what are you doing?
I'm standing out. If you try to protect me, you'll fail the test. I've already got 2 of my triggers hit, and they'll be swarming me soon. You'll have a much better chance without me. With your speed, you should be able to hit their targets.
Where is this even coming from?
Papa, Mama, why am I so different from everybody else?
My ultimate dream has always been to be an equal to the amazing people at our school.
Aoyama's laser! That's where everyone's headed! Please continue to swarm that area!
Ah, that's it. You're rounding up all of our opponents. Now, Black Abyss! Covert Black Ops Arms!
He bought us some time. Go, you guys! Get some out of them while they're distracted!
Everyone! Hayama! I don't know who you want to be equal with because I don't know what you're measuring yourself against. But this was your doing. Thank you.
Well, I guess this means my twinkling won't have to stop after all.
Only 7 spots left. Make that 5. The pressure's on now. In the final minutes, UA came together and pulled off some absolutely insane combos out there. And that's it. Every spot is now filled. 100 students will advance. The end is finally here. Woohoo!
We spotted your belly button laser, and that's how we were able to meet up with everybody. Thanks.
And with that, the first part of the exam ended. Somehow, everyone in Class 1A passed. But we weren't done yet. The second exam would begin soon. What would it entail? I found them, Ayama!
Let's begin.
ต่อเนื่อง
In a break after the first test, while we tried to prepare for whatever was in store for us next, the loud guy from Shiketsu started glaring at me. Hey, you. Did I offend you somehow? Oh no. I'm sorry. Did I hurt your feelings? Boo-hoo, Endeavor's son. Huh? I can't help but hate you and your dad. You've changed a little bit since the first time our paths crossed. But that doesn't matter. You still have your father's eyes.
Final round! Ready? Clash!
My father's eyes? Wait, what is that supposed to mean? This will end quick. Burn!
ไปไหน
Here's an ice cream. Just getting started. That's dangerous. I can't lose. I got you. How about some flame? Fierce. Super cold. Hates it every move. Freezing. It's starting to get a bit hot. This is my hot flame. Back off. I'll blast this. Move. Don't move. Maximum output. Max
รับไป
Shock. Win. I can't stop. I won't stop. Amazing.
New story!
Yawarashi, calm down.
Amazing
Todoroki, I'm sorry for his rudeness. Let's try to work together in the second trial.
Now we will begin the next and final exam. For this portion, you'll be rescuing injured persons in a hazard zone. We'll be scoring you on a point system. If you have more points than the benchmark at the time the exercise comes to an end, then you pass the exam. Now, how about a story? Unknown villains have performed a large-scale terrorist attack spanning all of insert city name here. Your task is to save as many people as you can and help the injured. Now, begin!
With that, The final test for the provisional licensing exam was underway. I had to do my best and pass, no matter what it took.
Let's begin.
If I was going to get my provisional hero license, I had to overcome a villain attack and rescue victims. I decided to leave the injured to other people and deal with the bad guys. But then I ran into him.
Tell me, you sad excuses for heroes. Will you help my victims or fight?
He dodged my ice easily. But how about my fire? I'm gonna blow you away! Why'd you use your flames? The heat makes the air rise up! You blocked me, so you get all the glory, didn't you? Hatred's in your blood! You really are Endeavor's son! You're exactly like him! What? I didn't do that on purpose. What the hell has been up with you this whole time? My old man's got nothing to do with this
This is completely outrageous. I can't believe you're arguing at a time like this.
Final round! Ready? Clash! To me, heroes should be full of passion. They bring hope and inspiration to people with the fire burning in their hearts. They care!
ตัวนี้ก็เล่นง่าย
All
เนาะ
I see in you and your father's eyes is cold-blooded rage. Nothing but hatred and cruelty. You think we're the same? Don't be ridiculous. I'm nothing like him. I have no feelings about my old man anymore. No,
เฮ้ยเฮ้ยเฮ้ย
there's still
เฮ้
some
ย
hate
เฮ้ย
inside me.
เฮ้ย
Get to new heights. How about this, guys? It's passion. You will struggle
อ้อ
here.
ไม่ยอมหรอกเว้ยเฮ้ย
Get caught off guard.
เฮ้ย
Fly away. Which more of this?
อ้อ
Don't get caught up. Don't try to blind eye.
อืม
How about this, guys? I'm hyped up. I'm boiling.
เดี๋ยวไปกินซะ
Too warm. Win! All right, this is the highest honor. Excellent. New story.
You reap what you sow.
Crap. This anger in my heart. I've become the exact thing that I've always hated. Damn it. I can't believe it. Our quirks aren't compatible, and we have zero teamwork. There's no way we can beat a top hero when we're at odds like this. Hopefully he understands too, and feels the same way I do. Lift up my fire from below. That's it. My whirlwind created and him. We trapped Gang Orca, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the end of... We've...
Let's begin.
This won't make up for their foolishness earlier. They realized their mistakes. This is an attempt to make up for them. How persistent.
A quirk that uses wind. Why didn't I remember such an obnoxious guy sooner? We have met before. I guess I wasn't paying attention back then. I only wanted to reject my father. To forget him. And my past. My bloodline. Or forget them. But I can't just ignore them.
That's right. The events that comprise our histories don't just disappear. So, what now?
I have nothing.
that it's over.
No! Get away from those two!
Final rounds, ready? Clash!
Come on, come on.
Don't underestimate me. Strike. Paralysis. Don't move. Payback.
I have the timing!
My bad. You made it. You don't have the strength. Let's prevail. Airhead. Spike. Can you handle me? Turning the tides.
Right here!
Ah.
Saving my life so I can win! I'm all in!
Hey. Hey.
Too warm. Straggler. Win!
All right! I'm starting to get it!
ตีเลยครับเอาเรื่อง
Yeah, so here's the thing. At this time, all of the injured citizens have been rescued from the disaster zone. It may seem anticlimactic, but with this, the provisional licensing exam has officially been completed. We're done here.
It's over?
This restraining gear really made it tough to move around. Glad that's done. I have to admit, that Tower of Flame was an inspired attack. And with Midoriya's surprise counter once I'd been weakened, I might have had a hard time if the test went on. Even lost.
We trapped
Okay.
Gang Orca, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the end of the test.
เดี๋ยวเท่านี้ก่อน
Shoto and everyone at Shiketsu